I don't mind if you get me some or not, babes. Welcome, my friends. We're back in Marvel Snap. We've got the full release. We have actually been unlocking a slew of new cards. Let's see if we can show these guys off. We have grabbed, well, the pixel art of Spider-Man, chibi art of Red Skull, but we have our Patriot to be able to test with. We have our Falcon to be able to complete the bounce deck that has been so much fun. I've really enjoyed playing that one. And we have Typhoid Mary to be able to complement our Venom Consumption zeroed out archetype that was actually very popular at the very beginning of this season. And we were able to make it work with only, what were we running? Red Skull was the main linchpin. But for right now, we'll just start us out nice and easy with the Lockjaw deck that we optimized throughout the last stream and then the last video that we have put out. Let's see where we're able to take this one. Let's see, will my multi-stream chat read? I don't know, I'll have to check it a little later. And in we go. First battle of the stream. Let's see how things kick off. We have the Wasp in hand, we love to see that. Ooh, the Gamma Lab. Well, more goodest boys of gameplay, let's go. Good to see you on the stream, Hame. How have you been enjoying the full release? Is there any new decks that you've been testing out? I'm thinking that we're going to throw the Wasp to the Gamma Lab to be able to get the Hulk out of it, even though it's normally great to be able to hold for Lockjaw. Getting the two Hulks is kind of imperative. We've got Storm. What a bait and switch. We can still get into the Storm location with Dr. Doom. Maybe that will throw the opponent for a bit of a loop here. That's at least my hope. We're going to go Wave into Dr. Doom into Odin and see if that gets us through. Hoping that it will. Korg, Daredevil. Interesting, interesting. Yes, the multi-stream chat is working. Okay. So here we play Dr. Doom. They get to see exactly what we've got with the Daredevil. I would love it if you send over a Hobgoblin. I'll just tap it with the Odin right after. Yes, do it. Do it. Just got the most powerful meta-defining card that trumps all. Crystal. Yo. I'm sorry, but hey, you have to collect her at some point. Yeah, I think it's Odin. Odin will be able to steal the +3. It probably won't flip the Hobgoblin, but I don't know what the opponent is planning on trying. They need to be able to go to other locations as well. Actually, I feel pretty good here. Angela will only build up to 7 if they follow up and then be able to put the buff onto her. So if Odin hits, he'll be able to take the +3. Yeah, no space for the Hobgoblin to get sent away. But the double Doom bots come in. It's so close. Goose? Oh no, Goose was enough. It was enough for Monster Metropolis, but not for the game. Well, no Lockjaw, but no problem. Doesn't usually happen that way, but you'll love to see it. Grab our missions. What are we looking at? Oh, we've got a full stack. Maybe we'll be able to unlock yet another new card today. Depending on how much... Well, we don't have enough to be able to buy any refills, but maybe. One can always hope. We are still missing... What are we missing? I'm trying to remember now, because picking up the Patriot was one of the biggest pieces that I've been really hoping to collect. And the Typhoid Mary as well. I know that I still have 1 or 2. I think what I'm mainly missing is like Arrow and some of the other cards that move opponents' cards, which is really unfortunate because I want to be able to test Miles Morales. Camartage. Camartage is going to be very fun. We'll throw out the Scorpion, the Thor, and then hope to be able to pick up a couple Mjolnir. With Thor creating 2 Mjolnir, we could potentially get a number of activations here for just an enormous Thor. True God of Thunder. And then we're just going to have to find a way to be able to win another location. If we can draw the Mjolnir early, well, we don't have to draw them early. We can play them alongside the Infinite to be able to win, say, Savage Land. Jane Foster will guarantee that we get the draws, though. And we'll have to see what we acquire. Face the might of Asgard. Double hammer. They outdid themselves with that card animation. Setting the bar high for their future premium cards. We have the green goblin. I mean, I think you've got to go green goblin here. Try and clog up the savage land to gain an advantage. So poll in the chat, what is the best card animation? Yeah, he also has one of the best sound effects. You're right. What is the best card animation out there? I feel like, well, maybe you have to put Galactus into its own category. Galactus is easily the best animation, but you never see it. I feel like Ultron has a pretty incredible one with the drone strike coming in from the sky. They really did a lot of work under the 6 drops to try and make them feel more impactful. Meanwhile, the Infinite... Oh yes, Ghost Rider! Juan refreshing my memory that the true answer is actually Ghost Rider. Okay, we do have a Mjolnir. Oh, interesting. I think we do. I think we pass to be able to play the Infinite, and then we stack Wasp and Mjolnir alongside the Infinite. It's weird, but it does give us a lot of information. Them playing the Cloak will allow them to slide to the side here, get continued buffs on the Angela. Now they've got the Ant-Man. Okay. Okay. I got the double! Yes! Oh, it doesn't get better than that. Oh! We found both hammers? Thor doesn't know what to do, dual wielding the hammers? I would pay money to watch that. Give Thor double hammers. Okay, we've got the armor, sure. Armor's not gonna be enough. Not up against the Infinite. Ah, we need the Infinite to have some kind of sound effect. It's just so bland.
Mjolnir, to me.
And they both activate twice off of Camartage.
Mjolnir, to me. Mjolnir, to me.
Well, the Infinite is big, but Thor is a big eye. Oh baby, 28 power Thor. Let's go. All right. Will we be able to replicate? Maybe. Ah, we get the rematch up against Dre. I'm sure they're going to love this rematch after we high-rolled them on drawing both of the hammers. Ooh, do you play Wasp to be able to pick up the extra buffs from Myrrh Island? It means that you're kind of sunk in terms of what you can do with Lockjaw, but it gives you the extra couple buffs, and we don't have Lockjaw in hand right now. If we had Lockjaw in hand, it might be a little bit different. I would probably wait. Glad I didn't wait. The Yondu's just going to knock it out of the deck entirely. Swap the position of each location. Okay. So Myrrh Island is going to shift. We're not going to be picking up the buffs for all time here. We'll play Wave to be able to go into the Doctor Doom Odin combo. That is one of the main reasons that we have Wave. Ah, there's Storm. Interesting. Storm is going to press Flooding. No, it's after turn 4. Okay. If it's after turn 4, I actually want Doctor Doom here, because that'll be the one spot that I'll be able to still follow up on with the Odin. There we are. This is flooded, and this card is not going to flip, I suppose. Blask, good to see ya. Let's see. I mean, Jubilee could pull... Jubilee's not going to pull anything stronger than Jane Foster. Just the 8 power is the best that we can do. They've snapped. What do they know that I don't know? It will flip this turn? Yeah, I imagine it should flip this turn. So then we'll be able to gain information. I guess it would inform if we want to snap. So is their turn 4 play? Ah, they had the Hulk. The Hulk and then a pass? Hang on, so now they're playing the Infinite now? Interesting. They're playing the Infinite now. I mean, I'll see it. I'll wait and see it, but... it is annoying. Yeah, they had it. Incredible. Well, 2 Doombots apparently don't beat a Hulk. Ooh, but the level up on the Wasp. And we have exactly the credits. Okay, I would love to play one of these games where I actually get to use Lockjaw. The namesake of the deck has been invisible so far. Secret power is getting things done. Grab the 50 creds as our rebate. Guys, it's taken me forever to be able to complete our collection. We're at collection level 3,200. And we are still missing... Where are you? How many are we missing? I want to take inventory here. Here we go. We're missing Arrow, Black Bolt, Doc Ock, all of these. I mean, Black Bolt's not seen as a good card, but it is a card that I would like. And I guess that's what we got. Okay, maybe it's not so bad. Okay. Do I have the same problem with the PC client that you can't scroll the decks? Yes, Blask. The workaround is that you go to out of full screen to be able to select your decks and then back. So I bounce back and forth to be able to select all my decks now. The PC version seems like it was a little rushed, not gonna lie. They're like, oh, we're not gonna let you scroll all your decks. We are not going to have the scrolling news items centered on screen. And we're not gonna send you video links or news links, which are part of our week 1 promotion for playing daily. Just got Doc Ock, but haven't used him yet. Ah, lucky. Doc Ock looks so fun. He just breaks so many decks. He has a premium stat line on the one hand, so if you play him to a location where he doesn't bring in free cards on the opponent's side, then you're happy. But then you can also play him to a spot where it is going to pull a number of opponent's cards, and because they're not played in the sequence that the opponent wants, they're usually way less effective. The one time you get burned is when they bring in the Infinite, right? Keith, thank you for the follow. Glad to see that you're joining in on the stream. Let's go in with Lockjaw Wasp here. And see what the Wasp is going to be transformed into. Just got to collection level 2,000 and still missing 23 cards. Sounds like you're on a solid track, Blask. We're so close. We got the Odin. Okay, we'll throw out the Iceman. I'm doing well, Keith. Trying to test out some of the new cards. Looking at completing the collection soon. So far, the grind today has been pretty favorable for us. So here, this opponent's probably going to be slamming us with a Hela. Blask, most of the cards you're missing are really popular. Yeah, that hurts whenever that happens. Oh, they got the death for free. Sure, sure. I mean, here they just pull Hela, right? And then they smash us. Hela still has a lot of RNG. They could, all the cards that she summons could just drop onto the same location, but I probably want Wasp on Danger Room. Maybe? Yeah, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight. How have things been going for you, Keith? Are you trying to climb up to Infinite? Or Infinite? Patriot, Taskmaster, Dr. Doom, Lockjaw, Thor, Venom, Ghost Rider feels bad. Normal progression with 23 left at 2,000. Yeah, it sounds about right for progression at the 2,000 level. You're doing great. Glad to hear it, Dave. Yeah, but the page... There's the thing, is like in Pool 3, there's so many cards that are absolute linchpins of entire archetypes. And if you don't have them, then you don't get to play with those toys. Ooh, we got a season pass up. I will take this. 500 credits, you don't say? We just had enough credits to be able to level Thor as well, right? Take my Thor jaw and turn Thor gold. Yes! Alright, if we get up to a collector's cache, maybe we'll be able to pull our Arrow and be able to build our Miles Morales deck as well. Nice. By the way, was looking around, came across the stream. Maybe I can help you with the Twitch branding and graphics. That would be incredible, my friend. I've been mostly on the YouTube side of things. So that's where most of my my effort has gone, and the Twitch side... Oh, I got the Doc Ock! Yes! The Twitch side has been just kind of brought in quickly as a multi-stream. But I'd love to give it some more attention. Alright guys, we might have to do a deck with Doc Ock now. You have Miles? I thought I'm free to play. We've updated. So the Super Teddy is the spending account, and then the Teddy Ninja is the free to play account. I wanted to be able to do card reviews and card testing for the Battle Pass. But it's so nice that we grabbed the update with the, oh man, with the Doc Ock. Alright, let's throw in Green Goblin across to the Asgard. Let's see, Keith. Yeah, you can send, you can connect with me on Discord, or what I think I have on the Twitch side is a link to Twitter. Ooh, Lockjaw. I would like to be able to get the card draw, but it actually might be more beneficial if we go Lockjaw Wasp on the Xandar to be able to flip things. I can't keep getting away with this. It's okay, Have. As long as you say it with confidence, it's going to come around. Ooh. A nice little loop-de-loop. Lockjaw, play the Wasp, bring in the Jane Foster, who brings in the Wasp for free. How much money did it cost to get to collection level 3000 plus, or did I just buy the season pass only? I have only bought one season pass, and that is this season, and I was already at level 3000. I think that I go Jubilee to be, and then, well, hang on. Maybe not. Maybe it's more Thor, Scorpion, Wasp. So we climbed... Let's see, what did we climb? We climbed over the course of 4 seasons to rank 3000, and then just here on release is when we flipped to buy the season pass. You bought the Miles season pass because you really like the Spider-Man card back? Spider-Man card back is so good. I love that they made the transition to giving us more awesome card backs. Alright, let's see. We've got... Oh yeah, the Dr. Doom, but we're not going to be able to sandwich it in with the Odin. Okay, okay. I mean, it's probably here just Odin Mjolnir. That feels pretty strong. Alright, let's see. And we got it. You bought the, hang on. €10 per month seems pretty reasonable to spend on a game you play daily. 1 kebab less. Yeah, exactly. Like the just buying the season pass, you can definitely keep up with that stuff. Iceman. Iceman is an amazing turn 1 tempo play, just being able to hit him. And then the Ice Box, Iceman plus Ice Box. I would hate to see what their hand looks like right now. So Jubilee going up to 5 is pretty unfortunate. Hearthstone gives you 4 packs for 10 euros, so it's a def no-brainer. Oh boy, you only get 4 packs for the price of the season pass. That's rough. Yeah, I feel like the season pass has always been really good value here in Snap in terms of being able to get the new cards and... Ooh, Lockjaw? Lockjaw to the Nexus? That's a interesting question. Part of me says it's not Lockjaw to the Nexus because I would like to be able to play the Infinite over there. We got Snap giving you the premium new card, some exclusive. Well, is it exclusive? It seems like they've gone back and forth on whether or not the contents of this season are going to be exclusive or not. Gosh, I guess I'll go Wave. Hang on. We could do Wave and then swap out and see what we pull and then play Odin on turn 5 and then play... I don't know, the Nexus is really hard to be able to play around because I would like to drop my big boys onto it. Alright, Keith, we'll connect at another time. Blast Zone, you saw the Honest trailer, by the way. Glad that you liked it. It was definitely, like, it's not my normal video style, and I don't know, I was watching it back and I was waffling between, like, is this just really cringe, or is it worth putting out, but put too much work in it to go back now. So it was definitely a fun project to work with. And we got the Green Goblin. Okay. We could play the Jubilee. We could just pass to be able to play the Infinite. Or we could play the Odin to be able to get the extra Doom bots. Wow. So many. I feel like the Infinite is the better play. Everyone who thinks this game is pay to win haven't played any other free-to-play games. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel like. Have you seen what Yu-Gi-Oh is doing? Like, that game is so expensive to be able to buy cards, and I was trying to get into it, and I was just lost immediately with the, what was it, Master Duel? Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is what they put out on Steam very recently. And then just the whole free-to-play mobile game market is incredibly expensive. Well, we should have snapped. I thought the opponent was holding something impressive here for the end. I suppose not. Alright, you get the distributed buffs. They probably just weren't able to find death? I don't know. That win felt great. Okay, let's try one of our other newer decks. Lockjaw has been very fun. It had actually had a higher learning curve than most of the decks that I have built up. Because you're trying to factor in when you have like all the odds to play of if I play this to Lockjaw, on the one hand I could get Wasp out of the deck and I don't want that, but on the other hand I could get the Infinite, so when's the right time to be able to play to it? And we have another season pass up. What am I getting? Oh, Miles Morales boosters, yeah! Sure. Okay, I want to play Bouncy. And then let's update our deck list. Bouncy, deck list. Update me. So we've not gone full... We've not fully embraced the net deck bounce list, which would include Iron Fist and Human Torch. Where are my deck lists? Here we are. The deck list update. But we have substituted Black Widow with Falcon. And it feels much better. Black Widow always kind of felt a little bit like a dead card on the list, and now having Falcon being able to return the 1-drops, especially amping up what Angela and Bishop are able to do, and then you can even do a cycle of Falcon down and then Beast recalling Falcon and play the Falcon again. There's some crazy stuff. you agree with the loot box progression system being kind of meh. Although played for 3 months and missing only 23 cards is not something you can achieve in any other card game. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like at the end of the day, Blask, it's pretty free to play friendly. And I mean, for the truthful trailer, I'm definitely exaggerating some of my sentiment, just trying to be cynical and sarcastic as kind of the style of the video, right? Let's grab the Iceman and then probably hold the demon. But yeah, once they add the card tokens to be able to generate, we get this extra currency, and then there's going to be a single slot in the shop where you can pick a specific card that you want. Once we get that, I feel like the progression system is going to feel a lot better. To be able to have a little bit more control over picking up the stragglers, your white whales, but cards that are kind of crucial for specific archetypes. You've got the Sunspot. I would like to kill that before it gets off the ground. Well, we could lull you into a sense of security. Let you believe that you're going to be able to get a little bit more out of it. If these cards die, I might not even be that disappointed. Let's play Khazar. But my gosh, have you guys tried Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels? I was like, I'll try Yu-Gi-Oh! I've always heard about this game. Have never played Yu-Gi-Oh! Before. Go in to be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's like, oh, we have a catalog of like 2,000 cards and there's 0 deck building restrictions. Any of them could fit into any deck. Will that mean that they work together? No, not at all. There are very specific packs that have tight synergies with each other that you have to be able to leverage together, otherwise they're dead. But we're not going to tell you exactly what those are. And then I'm going to play Demon, Agent, Beast to bounce them back, give me another shot on a couple stacks on the Bishop. Some things are true though, even if you meant it sarcastically. For example, you need to play the game daily, or you feel like you're even with other people. It might be an hour daily like you, but still, yeah, exactly. They got the hooks in with the daily missions. If you're not logging in daily, your missions are going to waste, and then you're not generating the credits. Other people are getting more cards. Yeah. How it works. Alright, we lock down. We'll be able to get some more buffs on the Bishop. Do they have a Odin that's gonna bounce a Tiger here? Is that the game plan? I suppose it could be. What do we like? I guess I like sending Angela Demon, Jubilee, Agent 13, sure. I'll snap. This deck is just so brutally efficient. And all the little 1-drops come together very nicely. So what cards do we think that we substitute to be able to add in Iron Fist and Human Torch, guys? Oh, interesting. You have the Mystique Iron Man combo. I like it. I like it. Played Yu-Gi-Oh! Against bots. It was alright. Against real players with decades of experience. Rip. Oh, yes, Hame. It's like, oh, and do I get to take my turn now? No. No, they're going to play half their deck on this first turn. Build up a board. Alright. Now I get to try and read the 20 card effects that are on the board. What can I possibly do? Nothing? Okay. The Ironheart buffs stopped us at the end. Feels bad, feels bad. The Ironheart buffs stopped us at the end. That game was always too overwhelming to you. Play some small dude and your enemy plays some big freaking dragon with 4 paragraphs of text plus the footnotes and you die. Yes, that is Yu-Gi-Oh! That is the new player Yu-Gi-Oh! Experience in a nutshell. The opponent combos half their deck together, builds a monster that you can't even pronounce the name of, but they just throw like adjective after adjective in the name. Oh, we got Leech out of District X. Wow, they're really giving us the good stuff. And then you try and do something on your turn and they have a card that says, no, you don't get to do something and you don't get to have fun. I guess I'll drop my little guys to be able to get the buffs out of Mer Island and pray they don't have a Killmonger. Nova Human Torch? Okay, well the Human Torch being gray is coming out of District X, but the Nova is theirs. So they probably do have... Great. They probably do have a Killmonger. Well, they might not have it in hand. Their odds of having it in hand are pretty low. Hood and Electra for the torch at first, I think. Okay. Not Agent 13? You guys think? I was gonna go with Agent 13 and Korg out for Hood, Iron Fist and Human Torch. Well, thanks for the Destroyer, District X. Hulkbuster on the Star-Lord. Crossbones. All we need is a little more here at Mur Island. Because then I put the debuff on the Lizard. I don't know, is Leech the answer? You gotta try it if you've got it. You play it so rarely otherwise. Taskmaster off of the Hulkbuster buff on Star-Lord. That's interesting. And then I get a Chavez. Okay, okay. Well, and the opponent retreated. Let's go. Queue up for a game, see your opponent, sweat to play 20 cards a turn, go for a walk, eat dinner, read a book, learn how to handstand, cure cancer, come back, and you're defeated. Exactly. Listen, I have nothing against Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, the combos are fun. Understanding the meta and predicting what your opponent has as like hand chains to stop you it has a level of strategy that is interesting. The barrier of entry is too high and the amount of fun that you have while you're learning is too low. So I'm not getting into it. Okay, one more here and then we're gonna try and sort out how we work Iron Fist and Human Torch into the list. Because I think it's really clever to try and get the move package, and pretty efficient as well. Ah, the Gamma Lab. Okay, well, now we just rush Gamma Lab. Get all the Hulks. The question is, you need a Yu-Gi-Oh! Major to play this game? Yes. I've majored in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what a lot of people in college actually did. They majored in League of Legends and Yu-Gi-Oh! Cloning Vats. Remember the days when Collector and Cloning Vats was a guaranteed win? Good times, good times. But I will play Collector here, and I will play Demon to Cloning Vats as well. Leech when you get from locations, absolutely Chad. Leech when you put him in the deck, opponent gets free Infinata and Giganto. That's how it happens every time, Hame. How is that the most accurate thing that chat has written? I guess that's the reason my most players' base is 40 plus. Yeah. Yep, that will be the reason. You guys want to see a rage quit? It's going to be this Shang-Chi. Do we wait or do we hit him with it now? Here's the thing. What's the chance that he throws like a goblin at us? If he throws a goblin at us, I feel like we hit him with it now. I know if we waited, we'd be able to get more cubes. But if they stopped the Shang-Chi, I'd be incredibly sad. He might have a Shang-Chi himself. Who knows?
Victory.
Shang-Chi versus 3 Hulks? Easy. 10-ring beatdown. That's the thing, is I've been burned so many times about waiting, trying to hold those power cards for a bait around the cubes, and then they just hit me with something that blocks me out of playing it that I wasn't anticipating. Okay. I'm gonna go with what I initially was planning and cut out our Korg and cut out the what were you, Agent 13, to be able to add Iron Fist and this beautiful Human Torch. But we have Hood and Electra flagged as possibilities as well. Iceman is pretty untouchable. Iceman is pretty core to the deck. Let's update our deck list real quick. The budget bounce deck evolves. I've always loved this deck as the hybrid with the zoo and bounce. So here's the thing. I think that there are some people who play... How do I cut out Korg? That's the best card in the game? What are you talking about? All he does is put 1 rock in the opponent's deck. Chat, Does the rest of chat share Blask's sentiment that we have to preserve Korg? We'll give it a try. We'll give it a try. If we feel like we're missing that rock, we'll come back. Can we get Korg some voice lines? Can we get him voiced by Watiti, please? Death's Domain. When you play a card here, destroy it. Now here's the thing. Human Torch on tempo is not great. I need him to be comboed with Iron Fist. I need him absorbing the... This is so good. You snap at this? Oh, I know. We get smashed by Killmonger and Elektra, but this is so good. We have the Beast to be able to recall them and bounce them again, kick somebody to Death Domain. You always draw into that rock even when you play the Korg. Maybe Korg instead of Elektra? I could see that. Elektra's value is, pretty low here in Pool 3. Which is crazy because it's so different. I was playing on the free-to-play account just a little bit to keep up with the dailies, and Elektra there feels incredible. I think that you do play Bishop here. Bishop early. And we let the Human Torch keep on stacking. Korg can possibly put 3 rocks in the opponent's deck in a voice deck. Yeah, if we keep on bouncing it back, right, with Beast and Falcon, he can keep on stacking the rocks until it's just inevitable. Ooh. Is it the Iceman or the Elektra? Well, the Sunspot's always going to be there, right? Right? Let's bounce him back. Okay. So now we have Iron Fist for free, Human Torch for free. We can bounce the Human Torch to Death's Domain. By the way, I've been bouncing between 97 and 99. You were 99 cubes and then kept losing 4 and 8. Ah, the tilt at the worst time, Blask. You'll be able to make it. All you gotta do is reset, refresh, and you're right back on the climb. Okay. I don't think that we're gonna keep Atlantis for the 5. So let's go Iron Fist, Human Torch, Iceman, Kazar, Elektra. We already snapped. Man, these are great. What deck have I been grinding with, Blask? What's been Blask been climbing with? Yeah, what deck has taken you right to the cusp, but no farther? You're like Richard the Lionheart, gazing into Jerusalem, but unable to cross into the infinite zone. Well, turns out, guys, Human Torch and Iron Fist feels really good. Like, really, really good. That's a clever leader situation. How did they play leader again? Chat? Chat, remind me, how did they afford leader? Pool 2 reveal? You want to prove yourself it's possible and don't play Pool 3 and still get there? Wow. Okay, so Blask is just playing with ankle weights. How did they play leader on turn 5? They didn't have energy cheats. I'm incredibly frustrated. We're still winning. Electro, die on... Oh, they played Electro to Death's Domain. Okay, okay. I must have been reading chat when it happened. I mean, sure, it's Shang-Chi at Atlantis, and then it also buffs the Bishop a tiny bit, but that's all we've got. Pool 2 on reveal, Blask. I mean, that's such a tall order to be able to make it.
Victory.
Even after that opponent's incredible leader play, we were able to surmount. I love it. I actually haven't played Falcon yet. Alright, play me again. Bot moment, Gallagher Gal. I don't think it was a bot. I think it was a real person. But them playing to the middle there was a little bit of a bot moment. They should have just played on Atlantis, right? And then they could have reactivated leader. Maybe it was a bot. Now that I think about it. Good to see you on the stream, Gallagher Gal. You know, Blask, if you really want the card back, you could just build a pool 3 deck to get it. Let's hold Iron Fist and try and combo with the Human Torch, because we've seen how powerful that can be. Especially with the Falcon here, able to pick stuff up. Isle of Silence and Dark Dimension. Okay, this is fine, because the Falcon will still pick them up together. But what is the order that I like? I think it's Angela to Isle of Silence. We don't really have... I mean, we have Khazar. We have to make sure that we don't play Khazar to the Isle of Silence. Knew I'm a madman. Flask, don't kill yourself over this. It's not worth it. Okay, so then... Luke's Bar? Hang on. Does anybody in chat, can anyone in chat confirm, if I play Iron Fist and then Human Torch to Luke's Bar, will it get kicked or will it come back to hand? Angela would have been better on Luke's Bar. Angela would have been so much better on Luke's Bar. If only we'd had the Watcher to tell us. You spent an entire season doing this one deck, Blask? Yeah, you... For the sake of your sanity, I recommend that you trade out. And soon. It won't bounce. Alright, let's see. Iron Fist. Kick. Kick. Yes. Thank goodness. And then it bounces. Oh. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I need some cards to stick. I don't know how we're getting this one to work out, guys. This one's wild. The Dark Dimension preventing my on-reveal effects from happening until the very end. Luke's Bar not letting me stick any cards to the location. I wish that Iron Fist would let you kick one way or the other. Yeah, Luke's Bar being able to take the effect when the card was actually in Dark Dimension was pretty crazy. Now they have the Chavez. Alright. Well, I mean, as long as I'm able to win Dark Dimension here, it'll be okay. So Human Torch will come over, and then it's probably just Iceman Hood. We level a little bit more control, we get another demon to hand. No, but it's gonna bounce again. Hang on, but it will buff. It will buff, and then I can play directly to Dark Dimension. So he's up to 8. So we have him at 8, and then we have the demon at 6. I mean, honestly, that is a lot of power. Why not Human Torch right again? Yeah, Human Torch right again to Luke's Bar. They keep on playing with the Jubilee. Guys, I don't know why they're fighting me over Luke's Bar. Like, it's funny. It's funny that they're able to keep on progressing there, but we can just play... Do we play Shang-Chi, or do we flip first, so playing Shang-Chi doesn't... it's a little bit more power. Okay, okay. Technically, we get the most effect by doing Beast, Demon, Human Torch, Iceman, and then we play Hood over here to be able to buff the Collector by 1. Then a 16 Human Torch. Hang on. 16 Human Torch.
Victory.
When I went to D&D, it was yes, and then it bounced and was like, ooh. Yep. Play Iron Fist on... Let's see. Shui, you were saying play Iron Fist on Luke's Bar to keep on getting the effect regenerating to keep on bouncing the Human Torch. I mean, we could have. We got a lot of value out of it. We get the rematch here. Hopefully things are a little bit more open. I'm still getting over the learning curve of trying to leverage these guys. And now Fisk Tower, revealing early is very nice. It was turn 5. Okay, we could have been a little more efficient there, it looks like, to be able to get the 16 Human Torch. That's where it's really powerful. It's really important to be able to get the most out of those because... is Angela worth it? Angela's pretty good. We also have Beast to be able to pick stuff up. But it's once you start doubling when you're at 8 into 16 and then 16 to 32 that the card is really becoming worth it. Iron Fist. I don't know. Let's go Electra. Electra and Falcon to pick up the Electra and the Iceman. Sinister London is a little tricky. They're turned out kind of fight-fed still, using Luke's Bar plus Iron Fist to get free Falcon and Beast. Yeah, the bouncing and then buffing the Collector at the exact same time. I mean, we ended up in a good position, right? Nobody's going to deny that. Well, now that I see Human Torch, I wish that we'd line things up a little different. If I go Iron Fist, Human Torch will get kicked, but then he'll also replicate. I might be able to bounce him. Alternatively, I could play Iron Fist to Sinister London to then get 2 kicks on the Human Torch. So do I want 2 Human Torches that are at 4 getting bounced, or do I want 1 Human Torch at 8 getting bounced? Interesting. If I bounce him, I won't be able to pick back up the Iron Fist. And we're almost out of time. Alright, we'll end it there. Urko, glad to see that you were joining in on the stream. Alright, hang on. Gallagher Gal had the breakdown. Oh, because of Fisk Tower. Oh my gosh, guys. Yeah, Fisk Tower just kind of kills it, doesn't it? I love seeing my opponent playing around Human Torch, being like 40,000 power and just get Killmonger. Yeah, it happens. I mean, I kind of want to retreat now. Fisk Tower popping out as the surprise. How embarrassing. Let's get the stacking Khazars. We have a couple 1-drops. We can play... We have to play the Hood now to be able to get our Demon. And I would like to duplicate the Demon. Anyway. Who knows? If the opponent doesn't draw anything useful on the Wong, we could still do okay. Yeah, Human Torch didn't stand a chance. Now we have to fight all the Tiger Spirits. Honestly, that was not the best that they could do out of the Tiger Spirits. Now are they going to play Odin to just fill up all the Tiger Spirits? I'd love to see that.
Opponent snapped.
They're going to snap. You know what? I'll wait and see. We have Bishop for a tiny bit. Yeah, I guess you play Bishop first. Alright. Pause Demon. Well, no. The Demon has to replicate to this position. So then... I guess it's Bishop here for 2. No, but then he replicates. Never mind, we can't play Bishop. You play Demon first, it comes over, and then you could... I mean, you could still play the Bishop, I suppose. Let's see what we get. as I shuffle the cards around to absolutely no consequence. Over and over and over again. Let's see, what do they have? Is it the Odin? Anticipating Odin. Soul Read is the Odin. There it is. I would play the Electra for the chance of being able to hit something. Oh, the Electra because it's getting buffed by the double Khazars. Well, if we lose by just a fraction. Yeah, it is Demon first. It wasn't quite enough up against every single Tiger Spirit. I love that this Wong appeared here but never got another card to play to its location. Also, the Odin never got replicated. Honestly, the Sinister London is not a good location draw for the bounce deck because we want to be able to choke up the board anyway. We don't need the replicating cards. And then we played the Falcon right before we got the Human Torch. Then we killed the Human Torch. We didn't deserve to win. We have Human Torch again. Iceman for some early tempo. I love it. Project Pegasus. That's going to let us just play our entire hand. Up to 7? Actually just lets us play our entire hand. So Angela, Khazar. I don't know. I think I'll actually hold Electra. White Tiger, Wong, Odin. 3-card deck. Pretty fun and interactive as we saw. Exactly. It's an amazing deck. We play a very similar one whenever we play Hazmat though. Who would have thought when you're back? Ah, the early Professor X. Whenever Project Pegasus hits you with the Professor X, it just feels so annoying. I think an Enchantress seems better than Collector most of the time. Enchantress in this deck? Better than Collector? Interesting. I'm trying to think if I agree. I mean, Enchantress is pretty good. It gives you some counterplay. So let's see. You would run Enchantress instead of Rogue? I mean, Rogue would just be like a cheaper version, right? To be able to get, hopefully, the same job accomplished. Interesting. So it's a Destroyer deck. They just build up and then play Destroyer and we lose. Because we have no way to be able to top what Destroyer will accomplish, right? That's kind of what it feels like right now. Counter most of the meta right now with Enchantress. Case in point, Enchantress would be able to turn off armor. And then they would not be nearly as capable of playing their Destroyer. We have a prayer if we could find... Now, we needed to find Falcon, like, right now. Okay. I don't know, we just wait. Project Pegasus with that. Professor X is so annoying. Devil Dinosaur. Okay, I wasn't really expecting the Devil Dinosaur. But we have no way of passing them. They should have snapped. Rogue a little bit random, and you have no Rogue.
Escaped.
Rogue is a little bit random. If they're stacking multiple ongoing effects, then you're only going to be able to steal one of them. Extra building, wonderful. Okay, so now it's Collector, Hood, and then will be Human Torch, Falcon? Human Torch, Falcon? Let's see. Oh, but I also want to play the Khazar. I mean, I guess that I want to play... Well, I play as many as I can to be able to power the Collector, but we play them over here to buff the Angela. And then we play Falcon to the Vault, and we're done. Okay. This feels like it should be solid. Pick up all the 1-drops, buff the Collector. Angela's already at 7. Wave, yes. I have nothing that it really benefits from being discounted at all. I guess I go Bishop actually here because I have so many free cards. Well, no, they're just 1-drops. They're not free. Falcon does not have the energy cheat that Beast does. All right. Let's go with... we've got to be able to get a lot more buffs onto the Bishop. But as long as we hold at Baxter Building... Oh, we can actually play here. And here. And then get you down. And then you. Probably play the Hood as well here just to get an extra buff on the Collector, looking like to abandon Lechigilia. And then we get the buffs on the Bishop and we get the Human Torch to come across. I mean, there's a chance. It feels like there's a good chance. They have the Odin, the Doom bots. The extra 5 is going to be hard. Okay, we're up to 7, 9. We didn't play enough cards to be able to get that much of a buff on the Bishop. Oh wait, the Baxter Building saves it? Let's go. No way. Dude, I love it. My goodness. Hang on. What was that? No, I don't want to click this. I want to play. Take me into one more. Then we can trade up our deck. Running Enchantress is maybe good in this deck, but I don't think replacing Collector is the move. Who would we replace? We could fit Enchantress in... I mean, you could put Enchantress in place of the Hood or Electra. We'll play Tempo for Gamma Lab. They've got the Sunspot. And this is a rematch up against Gaki. Not even close, baby. But that match was very close. Do I want to spend Falcon? I mean, it just pulls back the card that I would then replay. Would I consider replace Khazar by Okoye? Khazar for Okoye. Interesting. I have not considered it before. I think I will Beast because then I can just replay the Electro for free. And I mean, turning them into Hulks is so valuable. So Khazar is usually coming in with buffing how many of our 1-drops. I mean, he buffs a few. We'll get these two guys down. Okoye is going to buff all the cards that we draw, and we could bounce Okoye to be able to get potentially a little bit more value. And Okoye is cheaper. Oscorp Tower is already activated, so now that we can... Well, I think I would rather set up the Bishop. Yes. Go Bishop and then Angela, Demon, Falcon to pull the Demon back, keep on buffing the Angela. Collector. Well, I already kind of locked in here. Collector's not doing too much here. Realize that playing that game is like eating potato chips. You technically eat one at a time and then the entire bag is gone. This game's the same. One more game, X40. Yeah, that's exactly. This game is like just how Civilization is like just one more turn, just one more turn. In Snap, it's one more game, one more whole game. It's so fast, you just want to dive right into the next one. You do think Collector is much less consistent? If you draw it at like 3 or 4, then it seems to lose one lane to get it buffed. And yes, if you bounce Okoye, is pretty juicy. It can be, but you have to bounce her really early. But then she comes back as a 1-drop. Yeah, I mean, it seems interesting. Yeah, Blast, but at least one more game. X40 is like 2 Hearthstone games. Yeah, it is. Alright. They had no faith, apparently. Okay, are we giving some of these psycho ideas a try? We're going to take Khazar out to try Okoye. I think I have fun alt art of Okoye. My 2-2, where are you? Oh, it's because I'm hiding all variants. Now where have you gone? Here you are. How are you not the default? There we go. Add to deck. Interesting. Okoye instead of Khazar. I mean, Khazar has been so much value, though. It's pretty consistent. And we could cut the Collector. If Beast reduces Okoye to 1, will Falcon bounce it again? Actually, that's a question for the chat. If Beast creates a 1 cost, I think Falcon only hits cards that originally cost 1 cost. They did the update for the locations, so that the locations check cards' current cost, but I think that Falcon is going to check the original cost. It's worth trying. For science, we'll see if we can do it. Got my final Okoye variant yesterday. You have all... Blask, you have all of the Okoye variants? What? How do you have all of them? Hame thinks it should bounce? This is wild. But hang on. You're telling... Will Khazar buff it then? I don't think the new changes hit Falcon or Khazar. Are you telling me that I could decrease cards cost to 1 and then Khazar will buff them? I could play Sarah Miracle and set my 2 costs to 1 cost and then Khazar will buff the board? These are like wild revelations, if it works. If it works, that's a whole angle of deck building. Will Monger kill it? I don't think Monger will kill it. But here we go, we have Beast Okoye. Now we just have to find Falcon. It would just be rewriting so many interactions. I think it's pretty much just on Goose and the locations, but I hope that I get Falcon to test. I mean, yes, bouncing Okoye as soon as possible is preferable because then we get the additional card draws. So then it's like Iceman over here. I kept pulling into Okoye variants for the past month. Every one of my recent variants was Okoye. How does that happen to you, Blask? Have you been collecting so much art that's all you have left? Blask is with me with Iron Man every freaking time. You get all the Iron Man, Urko? I mean, I almost wish that I could do that kind of stuff, guys. Let's get the Okoye. And the Angela. And the Demon. Alright, double buffed cards. We had to do all of this. We had to play Okoye on turn 2, and then Beast on turn 3, and Okoye again on turn 4, just to be able to get the +2 to deck that Okoye was originally before they decided to rework her. Iceman first for another bounce. Well, it depends on if we get Falcon, and we haven't grabbed Falcon yet. Hopefully we grab Falcon right here. I've got 3 Crossbone variants and never played him once. Ouch. Poor Crossbones. Not getting any love. Collector. I mean, I want the Iron Fist out. We didn't draw the Falcon, unfortunately. No test. You have barely any variants, Blast. The only ones that were free in Season Pass and from like 2 from the collection level. And you have every Okoye. It's crazy to me. Something must have gotten locked in the game's determining of what to give you. I mean, it's kind of fun to say that you've completed the collection for that character, but at the same time, it's pretty insane. Not liking the way that this one turned out on us. They flip first. Will they foolishly? I mean, even if they play something big, it's just the buffs on the Angela. Is all they need to be able to win. And then they have the Iceman. Pop. Iron Fist left seems better. Cards move left and then get buffed. Could be. If we left the open spot instead of just playing into the mid, we might have been able to grab an extra buff. I should change my name to Okoye Enthusiast. Yeah? People will take you real seriously as you're trying to climb to infinite with that name. Cocoa beer. Oh, I didn't update the deck list. Alright, we have the Beast and the Falcon. Now we just need the Okoye to be able to complete our testing. We'll play Hood on left. I would prefer to bounce cards with Beast first because then the discount carries over when Falcon bounces them later. That's what I've found. Do I want to do an immediate bounce? I mean, I suppose. He gets the Hood back. I'm missing the pixel art Iron Man and the super rare one. What is the super rare Iron Man? Is it the one... Well, we had one in the Battle Pass recently. Oh no, Blask. Okay, now the game is that you play Iron Fist, Hood, which will then bounce. Or it will not. I should probably be more specific between bouncing and kicking. It'll kick him to the side, but leave the space open for another buff onto the Angela. And they've got the Lockjaw. Do we actually want to use Falcon? Because we're going to pick up these little dead raptors that aren't any use to us. We have to get higher cost cards to Hellfire Club because we can't play the one cost there to help the Angela. Okay, let's see here. Hood, Agent 13, Iceman, Angela, Black Widow, Beast, Carnage, Okoye, Falcon Bishop, Shang-Chi, and Enchantress is the bounce deck that you used. It sounds pretty solid. Carnage. Carnage trying to eat Black Widow and Hood. And then you've got Shang-Chi, Enchantress. Yeah. Seems quite solid. Let's go... Oh, they hit the... they got... Wait. It's showing Jubilee, but it says Infinite Captain Marvel. Okay.
Opponent snapped.
Let's go... Falcon. And then play... Demon and Iceman, and it's going to pick up Iron Fist, Demon, Hood, and some Raptors. Here's the thing. He doesn't know that I have Shang-Chi. Carnage to clear Raptor, and Goblins too. Carnage is really good as a way to be able to, yeah, just have these efficient plays. Okay, so this wins us here. And then we play our other demon. And then I guess it's just Iron Fist? Let's go Human Torch instead. He's got the voice line. Dracula probably surmounts us. I don't know. It's still close. We'll see. I think I have a problem, fellas. Finished 25 daily missions one day after the challenge started this week. Same. Always do it in the start of the week, yeah. Always flip it early. Because I like to buy the extras.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
No. And then Dracula. Hang on. It's not enough?
Victory.
Did you guys see that? Captain Marvel got baited by the Dracula. She was like, Dracula, I must help you. You're losing your lane and I can win it. Dracula had it in the bag with the Magneto. If Captain Marvel had played the Savage Land, they would have won. Iron Fist, Human Torch combo seems to locations too limited. It can be limited, but we also got up to a pretty powerful one on one of our locations. I mean, I still am happy with the budget bounce deck that we had before without even having Falcon as a part of it. And then replacing the Black Widow for the Falcon from our old budget list seemed to make it a little bit better. But yeah, it's like all these decks are right around high efficiency. And it's hard to say what really presses them up and over at this point. I guess it's Agent 13, but no, but then Agent 13 will put another card in my hand and I won't be able to draw anything. Okay, I guess it's Iron Fist. And then hope that you draw a Human Torch. Wakanda buffing. Well, I mean, it buffed the opponent's hand as well. Interesting. What do we like? Here's the thing. To be able to bounce cards, I need space in hand. And the Triskelion locks all of that up. Sure. Adam Warlock. He's going to get sent left and then we get extra card draw. I don't know if this helps. The upper limit is higher but less consistent for if and hit combos. Yeah, so it's all... I feel like all the card manipulations here is moving around what the ceiling is versus the floor for the decks. Shouldn't Captain Marvel act last? Should Captain Marvel... Captain Marvel moves at the end of the game. After the end of the game? And then Dracula? That is interesting, the layering of Dracula and Captain Marvel, because they both happen after the end of the game. I guess the decision was, no, Captain Marvel acts before Dracula. I don't know if that is always the case, or if it was because of the order that she got played in. As you said a few streams ago, Captain Marvel is never where you want her, like in every Marvel movie she's in. Yes, Urko, I did say that, and I still mean it. It depends on the card order. Okay, so it does depend on the card order, the order that they get played. And Captain Marvel appeared a turn early. If you play Captain before Dracula, then Captain acts first. Interesting. I mean, it sounds right. That Scorpion is annoying, but we had the buff from Wakandan Embassy anyway. I'm wondering if I want to play... I don't really want to play Lockjaw. I'm just gravitating toward it because I'm like, oh, Lockjaw was always really good in my other decks. Alright, Electra, get a kill for me. Kill for me, lady. Oh, I get a leader. Yeah, that leader is not going to help. And then you just buffed your Kraven out of the Juggernaut? My gosh. Okay. Electra does kill the Iron Fist, which gives us the tiniest bit of tempo advantage. But that Kraven is so huge. And we're not getting... If we can find the Shang-Chi on the final draw, that's effectively our only prayer. We could play Lockjaw to try and fish out an extra. That might be what we do. I guess I play Quake. I don't really want to pick up all the 1-drops. I don't have space in hand to pick up the 1-drops. I could play... I really need to be able to find the Shang-Chi if we have any chance. Come on, Shang-Chi. It's the same case for Mysterio and Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel isn't viable with Dracula then. Yeah, Captain Marvel doesn't seem to be a good combo with Dracula if it's going to fake her. Wait, got it. I can't believe it. Let's go. Yeah, having Captain Marvel get faked out by the Dracula seems like just a terrible pit. They even tried to make him strong. Oh, and Magneto, sure. Shang-Chi is actually just carrying the team on his back. I feel like you could play Shang-Chi with 11 random cards, and you could do just fine.
Victory.
Chaozu, how do you get new cards? You get new cards mostly through advancing on the collection track. So every time here, when you play a match, you get boosters on a card. Then you go to upgrade that card. This is going to advance you on the collection track. This is your primary way of getting new cards. You upgrade the visuals of a card by combining your boosters and your credits. And then they take you through, you say nice. And then they update you on the collector's track. You advance. And you hit milestones where you're going to be able to get new cards. Your other ways of getting new cards are in the very beginning, your battle pass, or the season pass is going to give you a bunch of cards over here. But then later on, you just have to pay money to be able to get one card. So that's basically how it breaks down. So I can't buy booster packs or something like in other card games? No. The only way that you advance is by leveling up your current cards to be able to advance on the collector track, and then you pull random cards. Which, we were talking about the progression system earlier in the chat, and it seems like just such a dramatic departure from other games in how they have set it up, but it is very free-to-play friendly, that if you just, like, if you spend an extended period of time playing, you're going to be able to grab a full collection free-to-play faster than a lot of other games that are going to let you reach that same point. So it's kind of a balance. Does it take a long time to get random cards later? So I have played for about 4 months, and I am 3 cards away from a full collection. And I just bought 1 season pass this season. So I was free to play for the majority of that time. So in my opinion, the progression seems to be fairly well set up. Here we go. Blask has the exact timing for you. You should complete your collection around 3,200 level, and that's 4 to 5 months. Everyone is bottlenecked, even whales. That is another way to look at it, is that even the whales aren't able to just power their way through. There's no level cap? That's right, there is no level cap. So, once you have your full collection, there's other things that you can get out of the collector's cache in terms of variant artwork and other resources. So, once you make it all the way, you just won't be getting cards, but you'll still be able to get other resources, or you can leave those boxes unopened and wait for new cards to get added, and then open a bunch of them all together. Honestly, this is the beast, right? You go Demon, Beast. I kind of want a Beast on Stark Tower to be able to pick up the Iceman and the Hood, but this way we get the Okoye. But no, Okoye on turn 5 isn't worth it. No way is she worth it. Okay, so it is Beast here. It gives us a couple extra triggers on Angela, but this I feel like is a little stronger. Let's go Demon. We have to be very careful with Fisk Tower. We forgot that before. I really like the game currently. Played Hearthstone and Legends of Runeterra on the side. Have to decide if I'll stick with it or just focus on Runeterra only. Yep, I was a Runeterra player for quite a while. I never played Hearthstone. I played Gwent and I played Legends of Runeterra, and now I'm here. And I'm loving it here. They've got the Enchantress for no reason? Okay. I mean, going... Okay, here it is. Iceman Hood. Falcon, are you going to pick up... I know it picks up the Demon, but... This way we get the extra stacks on the Angela. I feel like it's worth it. But I basically cannot play... we could play Iron Fist. Then why not Demon first? After you get all cards, you would recommend not to open the caches, because then they add new cards, or they also add the cards from the season pass 1 month after they release. So we will get Miles eventually. Snap is the best card game currently, saying after playing all the card games possible. Blask has been doing the rounds of playing absolutely everything. That's true. That's true. Final turn. I mean, we can put a lot of pressure on them here on left. They flip first. What's Bishop at? 6? Do we think they actually play enough for Shang-Chi to be able to get the kill? That could be our prayer. I think that's our chance, and we take it. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Do the cards get revealed in order of play or randomly? The cards are revealed in order of play, and then if you check on the stream overlay, I'm showing the player nameplates. If the player nameplate is glowing, then their cards will reveal first. They only played 1 card, guys. I was expecting the bishop to get larger. Tragic. Well, if we had just played the other demon, we wouldn't have been able to win either. Good game to the opponent. Alright, let's go one more with this deck, and then let's switch up our decks. You can play this on maintenance after completing the recruitment season. Do dailies once a day, like 20 minutes. Yeah, honestly, keeping up with Marvel Snap is incredibly easy. If you only want to spend a little bit of time with the game, you can still keep up with it. You never would have figured that out? Well, that's what we're here for, man. It is something that I really wish that they had updated in the game tutorial. But as it is, you gotta go to a third-party site to find it out. Okay, Mer Island. I don't really want to play Falcon and pick up all of these little squirrels. So I feel like Iceman is certainly a candidate. And I'm actually liking the Iron Fist, Human Torch less and less because they have to be in hand together. I don't know, they're not doing what I want them to do. Let's get the demon down to absorb the buffs as well. Sure, we'll go all in on picking up the Mer Island buffs here. Disrupt with the new Doc Ock. Yeah, we can do a Doc Ock build. That'd be fun. I haven't built a deck like that before. The game didn't tell you that, but recently they added daily tips on the main screen, and you saw that tip there once. That's true. They started doing the daily tips to give the players a little bit of a hand. Okay, we'll be able to kill a squirrel, take away the Ironheart buff. That feels pretty nice. And I mean, I could play the I could play the Falcon. I mean, we're on turn 4. Pick some stuff back into hand. We're gonna fill our hand entirely, aren't we? We're gonna get... Does it go left to right or does it go order that they appeared? For Falcon. I'm actually kind of curious. I haven't played Falcon enough to have this down. I think you should drop whatever one cost before Beast if possible. Get it free and then buff Bishop even more on the last turn. Yeah, being able to just stack everything with the Beast bounce is quite strong. It should be left to right? Okay. So we're gonna get Squirrel Hood, Squirrel Electra, and then, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Squirrel Iceman. So it's gonna be these 6 cards, and then Demon Iron Fist stay. Let's see. Interesting. Not quite. So it's order of play across all of them. It looks like it's order of play across all of the locations. Let's get the demon in. Hood, you could start absorbing some buffs for me. Iceman comes back. Squirrel, you had been gaining Mer Island buffs, so you're a little bit more valuable. And then I guess one more squirrel right here. Holding onto the Shang-Chi for a kill on the end. The game seems incredibly simple, but don't let it trick you. There's more depth than you think. The game is simple and it plays fast, which I think the fast game speed is what kind of psychs some people out as to how much tactical depth there is. But there is a lot to it. I mean, we're ahead. We're doing okay. We flip first, so the Shang-Chi is not going to be able to catch anybody. We did not get a good draw on the end here. I don't know what I necessarily would have been looking for. We'll let this play out. What do they have? They have the Odin. It's probably Odin, right? Bounces another Spirit Tiger. And then they get the buffs out of the Ironheart. Yeah. Unfortunate. If we had been flipping second, we could have played the Shang-Chi over to Mer Island to be able to catch him out. Alright. How does one build a deck with Doc Ock? Let's take us in. Doc. Disruption. Check. So we have our brand new toy. We also have Patriot that we could mess around with that I haven't gotten to play with before. Let's see, Doc Ock is a 5'10". Here he is. What do we build around with Doc Ock? Being able to pull the cards to the location. I feel like you go with something like, do you bring in Max? Saying that you don't care how many cards the opponent has. And then do you play... Where's my Max? Maximus. Doc Ock is so weird. He is so weird. I have a cool Doc Ock deck that he was climbing quite well with. If I want to check it out, that'd be great. Saw the collection level is 29,000. How many cards still to full collection? So, Harry, right now the collection level is 3,200 and we're missing 3 cards. We are oh so close. We're right on the cusp of being able to go over. And then I feel like Scorpion to be able to nerf what's in their deck. And then obviously Mojo. Mojo Doc Ock is a pair made in heaven. Do you actually go Punisher as well? You could play Punisher. Getting stronger per opposing card. I mean, it's just so weak though. Debris, Viper, Hood, Korg, Black Widow. Doc seems fun. Ah, clog up their side of the board. You have to play Falcon first if you haven't yet. His deck is fun. Oh, you mean Patriot? We'll play Patriot too. Debris, Viper, Hood, Korg. So it's basically going to be... Hang on. What if we just use the bones of our... Where are you? Not Carnage Control. Have some crap. Okay, so the Have Some Crap deck... Cut Hazmat because I never really liked it in there, and now we play Doc Ock on this one. Do we still play Ronin? We probably still play Ronin. Let's see. Other suggestions. Debris, Viper, Hood, Korg, Black Widow, Doc Ock. We've also got the Green Goblin here. Maximus Ronin package. I like this. This is basically just taking away the Hazmat that I felt like wasn't that strong of a card anyway. Okay, we'll update our deck list for the overlay. Save me. Update me. The deck list. There we go. And now we've got to do, hang on, have some crap. Oh good, we don't have to we don't have to minimize and then go back. You're at 2,700 and still have 6 left. I think that's still a long way to go. That's great. Harry, that sounds like you've had incredible luck actually. Nova, Hood, Angela, Carnage, Killmonger, Wave, Chi, Enchantress, Magic, Sarah, Captain Marvel, Doc Ock. Interesting. Oh, we got their Hood. Ronin is weird if you play Doc Ock, I think. Maybe he doesn't work. You take cards from his hand. That's a good point. Cosmo might be good. Cosmo would give us the control and would also potentially prevent Doc Ock from pulling stuff from his hand. Yeah, you know, the more I think about it, Ronin doesn't make sense. We could probably find another 5-cost killer here. We have the 2 Hoods. I love it. Okay, give them the Black Widow. Turn 3, we're going to shuffle the hands anyway. So we just want to be able to play for tempo here. We want to get the demon down. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so it's Carnage and then Demon. This feels pretty good. They're going to be playing the exact same deck? Or are they playing a full self-destruction deck? Yeah, okay. Widow's Bite feeds the Carnage. Makes him even bigger. Now we get our Debris. Green Goblin is so weak up against a full self-destruction. Yeah, let's put out the Debris. Captain Marvel instead of Ronin. We could look at Captain Marvel. Being able to adapt to the location. What else would be good instead in the 5-point category? We could go a little cheaper. We could play the Shang-Chi to reduce the energy curve. They just ate it all with the Venom, eh? Well, yeah, this is making me really wish that I had Shang-Chi. Is this like a Zola, Venom Zola angle? I don't know. Here's the thing. Their side of the board is clear. I don't really want to play Magic. If you have 3 cards in hand, that's not great for Ronin. Let's send... I mean, I'd like Viper to kick. No, I don't even want the Black Widow to get kicked. Wow. I guess it is Ronin. Ronin, wait. Namor. Okay, so it's not Zola. Interesting. Adding Namor to the self-destruction because you have clear board space. That's a clever idea. Okay, this one was kind of a dud. But we've got to cut Ronin for something. What do we cut it for, chat? Goblin left to prevent Zola? Yeah. That's the goal. Is if it is a bait for Zola, that the Goblin will come over. Because Zola is still quite good here for them. They're probably debating if they want to snap or not. Max feels kind of funny here as well. Giving them cards to pull them, sure. But what if you don't draw into Doc Ock? Well, the old module was Max Ronin, and the idea is that their board is just choked with everything, and then you play Magic to keep the game going longer, and so you end up not caring if they have cards in hand because they don't have space on board to be able to get them in, and then your Ronin just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Well, they got us. So I still like Max. Yeah, we got the up on Doc Ock. Upgrade me.
Frame break.
Okay, so we don't like Ronin. Ronin and Doc Ock are kind of a no-go together. This makes sense now that we've thought about it. But if we cut Ronin, do we also cut Max? I mean, the easy plugin is just Shang-Chi. It's Shang-Chi while we puzzle as to what we would rather have. And then what was it? Debris? Hang on. No, I didn't want to remove you from the deck. Come back to me, Debris. There you go. It's my Green Goblin. I have a foiled version. Swap in the variant. Shang-Chi Enchantress, always the best. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, Shang-Chi is so good. Enchantress also so good. I mean, we could drop Max for Enchantress. But I kind of like the 7 power. We'll see how this plays out. Okay, Magic, Mojo, and we have the brand new Shang-Chi. We've also got Luke's Bar. Interesting. I mean, Luke's Bar is going to mean that the board is going to be very tight. They've got 0, turn 1, which means that they're going to play Ebony Maw. Camartage, sure. Okay. I think this is playing out to our advantage overall. Do I want to get the hood down to be able to get even more demons? Or do we just play... I mean, the 1/6 demon is so efficient. I hope they improve searching for cards on PC. The mobile port way is... Yeah, scrolling through the whole list is so slow. I think Doc Ock and Ronin counter each other. You're right, Harry. That's why we're trying to look for something better. We'll see if we can settle on what actually is better here. Let's get Debris. This will choke the board. No, you got the hit on the rocket? Oh, come on. Alright, well, enjoy having a bunch of rocks. Now... No, I can't do Green Goblin because then he flies back. Part of me wants to just wait. I wish that this was not Crimson Cosmos, then we could get across. But what would we draw into that we're necessarily missing? It's not really anything. We're pretty happy with the cards that we have. Doc Ock, Magic, Mojo. Maybe we show the Mojo here. The only thing that I would love to get is if we could have drawn the Carnage to clear Hood and Debris together here. Yeah, we'll pass. There's a searching bar, but it sucks too. Yeah, it does suck too. They have some ways. Thank goodness they flipped first. For some reason, they feel they have the advantage. Do we Magic Luke's bar? We probably Magic Luke's bar to open this lane up. Did you know that I was going to play Magic? Which is why you went into Sarah? Why would you play Sarah if the only location that you could potentially play to here is Crimson Cosmos? I am befuddled. Mojo is going to take us up by 6. So if we play the Demon, that's plus 12, which is 15, which is just not enough. If we play Doc Ock, which is 10, that'll be 16, taking us to 19, which will be just enough. But then we really don't have a good play to be able to get into Crimson Cosmos. Well, I want to get the Goblin across while that's still a possibility. Interesting. This one's tight. This one's very tight. Oh, zoom us in. Thank you for the reminder. Okay. Red Skull. No. Now I could have played the Shang-Chi. Well, that's the game. Because even Max here at 13 takes us to 16. Yeah, that's the game. I feel like that one was just coming together. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there should be something better than Shang-Chi to be able to synergize with what we're looking to accomplish. Maybe it's Beast? Do you run Beast in this kind of deck to be able to get a reactivation on the Debris or a reactivation on Carnage, Viper? Run Vision would allow you to move around. I mean, Vision would be better than the Ronin, but is Vision better than the Shang-Chi? Shang-Chi just does so much for you. Let's get the Black Widow. Black Widow into Debris into Carnage, I think is the line that I am looking at here. Okay, you've got the Demon, so you don't really want to play Killmonger now. And then Sanctum Sanctorum is really limiting us. Yeah, so it's Debris now, which is a rock. And then it will be Hood Carnage. We've had two. Oh, they got the Hulkbuster on the Deadpool. Very powerful. Widow's Bite, they're setting up their own Carnage or Deathlock, I suppose, or Venom. They probably don't want the Venom this early. Not yet. Okay, Carnage comes in. Yeah, and then Sunspot can go down. I mean, the board is going to be so tight that the Sunspot could just kind of chill out and absorb all the power. We have a Carnage of equal size and mass. Shang-Chi as the finisher. Makes sense to me. So basically we play Magic. We just pass. We could play the Green Goblin to try and mess with them. I don't know, he probably just gets destroyed though. How much do you think it will take for us to get widescreen? I'd love it already. I would love it already too. They've said that it's on the, like they're actively working on it, so it's going to be within the next couple deployments, but who knows how long that actually is going to be. I agree, Hame. Vision is a pretty good shout, you think? Okay, we can try it. Is there a way to fit Doc Ock in the Hazmat deck? Ah, fit the Doc Ock in the Hazmat deck. So then Doc Ock is pulling in all these units on the opponent's side of the board, and then Hazmat flips to be able to nerf them all. That'd be really fun. 20 strength. Deadpool? Thank goodness the opponent plays first. GG's. Shang-Chi is so good, guys. Specifically in this matchup. Check it out. He's about to kill... How much power? 65 power? Is that the biggest Shang-Chi I've ever had? It might be. A 65 power Shang-Chi? I mean, that's bonkers. I can't cut Shang-Chi the game after he kills 65 power, guys. We'll still do it, but just not this game. Let's go with our Hood. They haven't gotten a Hood Viper combo. Maybe Invisible Woman, Hazmat, so that you have time to play Doc Ock might work. It could work. Of course, now Mojo World shows. Let's think. Invisible Woman, Hazmat. The thing is that right now the Hazmat deck, the goal is that you set up Wong on 4, and then you go Mystique plus Hazmat on 5, Odin on 6. And that doesn't give you room to play Doc Ock. So we'd have to rethink the turn order. Yeah, I'll get Debris out there, and then we'll have Carnage clean up that side of the board. We've got the Electro. Why wouldn't you play Electro to Murder World? Guys? Could have just played Electro to Murder World. Magic for 1 extra turn on the Hazmat deck? Maybe that is the ticket. So we clear this, and then we should play Mojo, I guess. I don't know if we're actually going to fill up the vault, but we could add in Magic for the extra turn. Ooh, that Professor X is nasty. Well. Let's play Magic here. The longer that they have to go with only playing 1 card per turn, even though it's going to be really big bodies, we should be able to catch up. Especially because we have Shang-Chi to be able to hit like the really giants that they want to lay down as the finishers. And if you're playing Electro, I mean, my Maximus is going to be incredible. It's a lot of setup, unfortunately. It is a lot of setup. It would be better with the old Magic. Everything would be better with the old Magic, though. We should probably get the Viper down just as a body here. And we can do this. Okay. Final turn. Shang-Chi to kill Infinite here. And then Sunspot to be able to mop up some extra. Doc Ock? No, it's obvious. It has to be Shang-Chi. That hurts. We're playing the Doc Ock and then we go here for the Shang-Chi instead. No. They had the Devil Dino. Close but no cigar. Now she's gone by Parlor Trick. Now she disappears. All right. I mean, hang on. We still haven't even played Doc Ock, have we? We have to go until we actually play Doc Ock. Even the magic change was warranted. Just don't like that you can't get her on the board on turn 6. Yeah, if they just cut her ability off on turn 6, but you were still allowed to play her, I feel like that would put her in a better spot. Sinister London. Sinister London is actually amazing for us. We'll be able to send over the Green Goblins, send over the Black Widows. And cloning vats. This is like the most insane combo board you could possibly get. We have the Doc Ock. We have magic, Doc Ock. We have everything we could want as we battle God. Free magic. Don't mind if I do. What if you play her on turn 5, but the game extends for 2 turns? Oh, for magic? If you go up to a turn 8? What? No, nobody would want this. They want to keep the games short. I've heard some people say that they would like the magic to be like cut down to a 2-cost, 0 power that has to be played really early in the game, stuff like this. Honestly, don't care for magic that much. You liked her in the previous state. Well, nobody likes to play up against the Green Goblins. Still have not played Doc Ock. And we keep going. I felt like, I don't know, people being able to spring magic on you on turn 6 when you didn't know that you needed to hold your key cards for turn 7 did feel kind of dirty. But, yeah, now magic is not nearly as good utility. And Doc Ock now going to be a 6-cost for us. Well, we can play Debris. Lemuria, so Debris will not flip this turn. We can start copying Mojo at cloning vats. Could be pretty fun. Maybe we should have played Debris to cloning vats, and then you could play another Debris. Anyway, the combo that I wanted was Viper to kick the rock over, and then Mojo, because things are going to start getting cluttered, but I could go Black Widow as well. Let's go Black Widow as well and hold the Mojo, for now. For now, at least. I mean, it was happening so often that you could anticipate it pretty easily. There were definitely decks that telegraphed if magic was coming or not, but then they held all the power. They could just decide, I'm going to go for a real turn 6, and if the opponent is anticipating magic and holds back, then I win. So you just lost so much agency. Lockjaw. Okay. I don't know. What's good? You have 7 cards in hand? Well, what if we flood that a little more? Just a little more. I don't know where this one is going, actually. What are we doing, guys? You cycle the Widow's Bite. The hilarious thing is, then, that they can draw the Widow's Bite. Okay, arrow, sure. Magic, Mojo. This Lockjaw location is surmountable. I mean, we can just play... Hang on, their goal is just to play another arrow, right? Move all enemy cards played this turn to this location. And it's also +8 power. Yeah, the Lockjaw turned up flat for him, but I don't know if we can capitalize. Hang on. You're going to be +8. So if it's this, then it's +9. We would tie. And then I still, but no, I have to be able to win cloning bets as well up against their 8 strength. So we do something like Mojo. Maximus? Or is it like Hood Carnage? Well, that's only 6 strength. Maximus is 7. I don't know, we could puzzle this one out for a while. They play Arrow on Lemuria and I lose anyway, probably. I've got the Magneto waiting in the bank. Very close by 1. By 1. Doc Ock deck that never plays Doc Ock. It wasn't the right time. He got hit with the icebox. I would have played it if he hadn't been hit by the icebox. This song is not my jam. Here we go. Back to the Harris Heller goodness. I want to play Doc Ock. I think he's good. So far, we've not played him. Okay, we have Maximus, Debris, Magic. Quite happy to see the Debris especially. And the Sunspot. Making sure that we'll be able to mop up that extra energy. Try and gain an advantage there. What's the opponent thinking? We've already played Cocoa Beer. What deck were they running? I'm trying to remember. Were they running one of the self-destruction decks? Doc Ock is definitely a card. A truer statement has never been said. Ninjas. Ninjas is fun for the sake of Viper. The opponent snaps. Do you have Killmonger then to be able to pop my Sunspot? And then I won't have any presence in Kiln. But playing Mojo there is a waste because we're never going to fill up both sides of Kiln. You have your own Sunspot. Well, that tells me that you're not going to be playing a Killmonger. We did the Jubilee. Okay. Let's play our Debris here. I would like to get the power here on Kiln, and then we're going to have Carnage be able to mop up Shadowland for a nice little boost. Feels like we're in a good spot. Wouldn't a Scorpion work in this deck? I think he would, Hame. Yeah, Scorpion could be pretty good. You'd probably replace... what would you replace? I don't know, where does Scorpion fit? Does Scorpion fit in place of the Shang-Chi, actually? That feels like it's one spot. There's like 90 locations in the game, and I feel like I keep getting maybe 30. Yeah, there's such a huge variety, but they seem to come in clumps, don't they? I don't know, maybe we just play Max here. But at the same time, the Viper into Carnage seems interesting. You waste a little bit on the Viper, but it does really hit the opponent. We've got no board space now. We should be able to win Shadowland and Daily Bugle. They're setting up with the Dracula to win Kiln. This is okay. Let's play the Magic. I don't know if I want to play here to the Daily Bugle. I want to send the Green Goblin across. Sure, I'll play to Shadowland. Solidify the advantage here in Shadowland. Was thinking of Wave, then Doc Ock on turn 4, and then 2 turns to counter. That could be fun. You could do Wave into Doc Ock on 4, right? Fill their side of the board. You do Red Skull on 5, buff their units, Shang-Chi on 6, kill some of them, right? Wouldn't that be incredible? Now we go Green Goblin Max. I hated this fact when I started needing and reading them every single time for like the first week. Needing to read all of the locations for the first week. Yeah. Oh, why would you play Jubilee into the Infinite? Great. Then I'll be focusing only in one lane. Well, I mean, we retreated that. We were this close to playing the Doc Ock. That was the perfect situation. We're gonna go until we play Doc Ock, guys. I am determined. This is our time. Doc Ock, Red Skull, Shang-Chi. Yes, you would be focusing entirely on one lane. But it's kind of funny. If you think about it. What if it worked? It probably won't work, but imagine if it did. You just have to spend turns 1 and 2 somewhere else with such good cards that you win that lane. I don't know. Well, the wave could be at another location as well. It's probably Mojo, if there's going to be a race at the raft, but I don't know if we win the race at the raft. See around 2 at night when he still will be playing the game? Yep. Project Pegasus. Well, now the race is on. But do we win it? I don't think we have a way to be able to win it. We can go max. But Doc Ock will give him the free card. I mean, he's probably filling it up. Like, right, he's set to be able to play... Well, he played the Demon. Oh, he's playing Venom. He's gonna play the Venom. And then we just play the Shang-Chi. Or maybe Doc Ock pulls something, like if he's not ready with the Venom right now, that messes him up. They've got the Hulkbuster on the hood. Okay. Wave. Changing the price point. Nova. Maximus gives him cards. Doc Ock pulls. That is Killmonger. I think that's actually really good here. For us. Well. Doc Ock mid. Mind game. If they play Killmonger this turn. Let's go. It's exactly what we wanted. Do we give him a green goblin? We probably give him a green goblin. He thinks he's doing fine. Do you have death? If he plays, I mean, we're holding the Shang-Chi. We hold the absolute answer to what their deck is. Galactus. Yo. No, the Hulkbuster did fill the raft. That's why they got Galactus. Amazing. So then it's Black Widow, Viper, to be able to give them a little body. Or not. Hang on. They have a destruction here with Deathlock. Okay. They're staying at 5, which is under what Shang-Chi will clear for us. Okay. Woof. I mean, if they play... Yeah, they won. You go Carnage, Shang-Chi, and then they play Deadpool, Death. You kill the Death, but you are not able to top what they've got. Give them the GG. What a wild one. What a wild one. I can only imagine what the game is going to be like when Galactus is just free floating in the ecosystem. Yeah, he had to Galactus, the rock location. It was a very good play on their part. to be able to turn it around. And it burned up all of our good cards that we played to the raft. I was hoping that Shang-Chi might still be able to be the answer there at the end, but it didn't look like they were going to have anything big enough for us to clear. Okay, so we have played Doc Ock, and we've lost. We've lost 100% of the games where we've actually played Doc Ock. He's a terrible card. Don't use him. You heard it here first. He is epic from the raft, but when they add him in the game, it will be garbage. That's what I think. I am not looking forward to Wave Galactus kind of shenanigans. That just seems like it's going to be exhausting. But I don't know how popular it's really going to be. It's going to be like this one-trick wonder kind of deck. Did we win any game with this deck? Yeah, we have won a fair bit, but we've not won anything with Doc Ock. Let's see. It's probably Maximus here. Yeah, the crazy Shang-Chi win when we cleared, what, 65 power on the opponent's side of the board? Oh, you're gonna give me... Okay. Well, I don't want the Widow's Bite. We can go Viper Mojo. And then we could play... We've got the Kingpin, okay. Interesting, interesting. Is this Doc Ock? We have the Shang-Chi. Kingpin wants to synergize with Magneto and with Arrow. So we just kind of play to his location and we'll be safe. I don't know if magic's actually going to help. Go into the gym, gentlemen. Have fun. We'll see you, Blast. Glad you were able to join in. Ah, they've got the Captain Marvel. Yeah. It's a good play. It's a good play. Let's go with... I feel like this Green Goblin at Wakanda might be how we dial that side of things back. And then we could play the Sunspot. But we want the... I don't know. I want the Shang-Chi to be able to kill a big body, but I also want the Doc Ock to trigger the Mojo. And you've got the Juggernaut. Honestly? Oh, no way. The Rhino to cancel the Limbo? What a flip. One more. I want to get Doc Ock on the board. One more, and then we're done with this deck. This one has just not gone our way. Okay, rematch? Sure. We know his tricks now. The Rhino to cancel the Limbo is so good. It makes me wonder if I should be doing that. Maybe try Patriot next? Yeah, let's try Patriot next. Let's put the hood on Baxter Building, and then we can send it across with Viper. Also play our Demon. Gives us some good early tempo for a change. Camartage. Well, I wish I could have played the hood over there. Do we have other... I mean, Debris would be fun on Camartage. You're actually playing Nakia? This is Nakia. Not Okoye. Nakia. Interesting. Let's go... Hang on. It's Mojo to Baxter Building and then Doc Ock to be able to follow up. And then it's our final turn to be able to sort something else out. Well, Polaris is going to slide us all to the side. Okay. Maybe Doc Ock works better in a value deck. Just play simple high stat units to the other locations and mess with the opponents with the Doc Ock. That might be it. Maybe we're just missing how he should get played down. Do we want to go Magic? I don't know. We don't have the Debris. I usually like Magic if I think that we have good tempo plays here. Let's go Doc Ock on Camartage to be able to trigger Mojo. Hopefully we just find cards that don't have on reveal abilities, right? Beast? Oh, interesting. We're not triggering Mojo now. But wait! We pull again? And the Rhino. And the Rhino again, making sure that it's double ruined. Incredible. We did get the debris. We can play debris here, which sends a rock over, and then we can play Maximus here to be able to trigger the Mojo and win. I mean, we're close to winning anyway. What do they have? How do they flip Baxter Building on us? They have a 6 strength brood. My gosh. And then they have the arrow. No fun. Well, they had our number on that one. That is just so much disruption with the arrow, the Juggernaut. And then how they thought they were going to play Brood Nakia as some kind of finisher is crazy to me, that they pulled it off. Okay, let's build Patriot. Patriot, and then clear out all this junk. No fun allowed. Yeah, I felt like that game was going great, and then they hit us with just everything there. Then we go Squirrel Girl. Do we want to do Ultron Patriot? I kind of want to do Ultron Patriot because I have this new sick Ultron skin. As I have Final Form Ultron. Okay, so if we are playing Ultron, we're going to pick up the Patriot, we'll pick up the Mystique. And you play the Khazar as well? Probably play the Khazar. Where are you? There you are, my jungle man. My beautiful jungle man. Okay, Patriot's in. Mystique is in. And now we play... What else is solid? Ultron Patriot was my go-to deck with Magic and Onslaught. How do you fit in... Oh, you run Magic and Onslaught? Magic, so it's Magic on 5, Ultron on 6, Onslaught on 7? Give it a go. Let's see here. Magic, Onslaught. Who else are our little... Well, definitely our cheaper ones. We want Misty Knights. Even though she could be killed by a Killmonger, I think it's okay. Is there a 2-drop no power? Well, there's Mr. Sinister, but I kind of want to leave space open for the Ultron drones. So then you go up to Cyclops, right? Oh, it's Shocker. Shocker fits. And then you have Cyclops. Back when Magic was a menace. Yeah. One more card. One more card. I mean, it could be the Mr. Sinister. But I don't know if that helps. The Thing of 5 cost? Yeah, Thing's 5 cost. No, Thing is 4. Mysterio? Ah, Mysterio, of course. Mysterio is great. Okay. So Wasp, Squirrel Girl, Misty Knight, Shocker. Well, let me update the deck here. You played Brood? You played Brood? Yeah, okay. I can see Brood being solid. We'll see where this goes. There's so much that you can do with the Patriot deck. Optimizing the Patriot deck, you can go back and forth forever. Let's try and get into battle and just see how... Oh, I'm going to have to do the... Alright, guys. Pardon our progress. I have to close full screen and then it bamps to the other monitor. And now I can actually select my deck as Patriot. And now I can turn it back to full screen. Hey guys, it's great. We're on full launch. This is a real game. We could play Brood, even though it edges out the Ultron a little bit. It helps us hedge in the situations where we don't get Ultron. Okay, I'm excited. I have just watched people play Patriot forever. I still remember the first time that I saw somebody playing all of these cards with no powers. I was like, I see that you've just gotten bored with the game and you're trying something funny and it's hilarious. And then they played Patriot and I didn't realize that Patriot was in the game. And I was like, there's actually a card here that pulls it all together? Incroyable. Is Shocker with a buff worth going to Sinister London? I feel like probably not. When we have stuff like Khazar, Mystique, other ways. Is the streambot still keeping tabs on points? I believe so. You should be able to type exclamation point points and see if it has been keeping tabs. Then a Debris to replace Cyclops seems better. You're right, Debris does. Debris seems a lot better than Cyclops. Gives the Patriot with the rocks. Let's see. Is Streamlabs here? Is Streamlabs in the chat? No? Oh, there we go. Hame, you've got 178 points. It is keeping track. Does the double Khazar mean anything? We don't have that many 1-drops. They've got the double Ironheart. I mean, Khazar has been buffed to 6 strength, so I feel like it's worth doubling him up. But now I need my 1-drops. We could just lock this one in with the Professor X. Or do you go Psycho with you can't go Professor X to Sinister London. Magic. Okay. Triskelion is ours. We have planted our flag. Now I guess I play Onslaught here to Khazar. We hope to draw 1-drops, or like a Squirrel Girl would actually be really fun. Squirrel Girl, because we'll be getting all the buffs out of the Khazar. Patriot would be interesting as well, because we could go Patriot Mystique together, and then this Misty Knight is just enormous. How big would she be? Because you're getting all of it doubled by the Onslaught. So it would be 4, 8. 8 out of Patriot Mystique, and then another 3 out of the Khazar. Odin reactivates Ironheart. We got the Squirrel Girl. Okay. Is it enough? Probably not. Maybe Blue Marvel better than Onslaught? That's a good point. Blue Marvel is in a great spot right now. Blue Marvel could indeed be better. I was kind of dismissing him just because I've played so long with him being terrible. So the Mysterio clone, is it actually going to be Wakandan Embassy? No. Yeah, I mean, this one's a retreat. We're not able to top that.
Escaped.
I don't think the Mystique Onslaught Khazar is quite the engine. We'll give this one more go, and then we might trade in to drop Onslaught for Blue Marvel. Just because it's going to be nicer on our energy curve. Because even if Mystique was copying the Onslaught to then play the Squirrel Girl, I don't think it was going to be great for us. Now here, the Washington, D.C. is very nice. Oh, but I should have at least taken Shocker or Cyclops out for debris. On the next one. We'll make our efficiency updates. Get the Squirrel Girl. Avengers Compound to lock us in. Let's go ahead and play Mysterio. We have the Ultron, but we've also hit all the cards that kind of blanket cover the different locations. Should we be playing... Okay, chat. Should we be playing Carnage to be able to clean up some of the locations? Camartage. Interesting. Let's get the Shocker down to... I mean, we're winning Washington, D.C. We just have to find the other location that we're going to be able to win. Mysterio gets all their flips. Gosh. Misty Knight? Misty Knight and wait? Yeah, right now I am wishing that this Onslaught was a Blue Marvel. It's too bad that Ultron doesn't gain any benefit from Camartage. His drones are going to cover the board. And getting the double activation doesn't mean anything. Polaris pulls us over. Interesting. So then it's Khazar. Khazar gives the buffs. I don't know how this was going to play out. I feel like Dr. Doom will fit better because the locations are too full. You mean instead of Ultron? Yeah. If we want to play Ultron, we probably want to play Carnage. Dr. Doom will still give us the Doombots that can receive the buffs out of the Patriot and everybody else. And if we go away from Ultron, we could honestly go away from Khazar as well. I don't know. We might surprise them here. Where do we think the real Mysterio is? It's probably right here at Avengers Compound. That's my guess. But maybe not. Oh, the buff out of the Khazar? Yes. Ah, yes. The real Mysterio was played to Camartage. Okay, that was a bit of a surprise win. But we'll take those. We definitely take those. Okay, Patriot, I need you on a fun card back, first off. I don't know, they're new. I know it doesn't have any Spider-Man in the deck, but we'll run it anyway. Okay. We were cutting Cyclops for debris, which definitely made sense to me. Then I want to cut Shocker for Carnage. And I want to cut... I don't know, do we care about magic? Onslaught for Blue Marvel. Where are you, my friend? My great blue friend. Edmund. Update our deck list. It's a tag. I think it will work, at least a little bit. Deck list update. Yes. And there we go. There's so much optimizing that you can do with the Patriot deck. I mean, there's just infinite options. And at first I thought that the Patriot deck was just going to stay kind of boring, playing all the cards without abilities, but there's enough options on how you build the engines around it. Dr. Doom replace Magic may be better. It could be. Without the 2 6-drops that were kind of competing, Doctor Doom could just give us that little bit more consistency. It doesn't look like we're going to have any problem filling up the board with bodies. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's Khazar here. Oh, but Dream Dimension is going to prevent me from being able to play the Blue Marvel. This was going to be perfect. You go Khazar, then you go Blue Marvel, then you go Ultron, and you just lock it up. We can play Patriot. The nerf on Magic now is detrimental. Yeah, now we're starting to feel the Magic nerf. Not being able to use it just to extend the game, right? But here... Oh, wait. What is this? You have provided me the means of salvation? Hang on, I can't play... I have to hold Ultron because of the Killmonger, right? But we do play Blue Marble. Then next turn we play Patriot, then after that we play Ultron. And hope that they flip first so that they can't catch us with any kind of weird Killmonger board wipe. I mean, I don't have to play Wasp, but I could. That way we have at least some variety here. Our little drones are going to be 5s. They're all going to be 5s. That seems pretty great to me. What? I'm winning? So their Killmonger could wipe us? No, don't do it, Killmonger. I mean, they're probably not playing the Killmonger. Not with what they have shown. With the Sarah and the Captain Marvel, they're departing a little bit from the normal self-destruction. I think they have this? Do they just anticipate a Doctor Doom? I don't know. The Khazar says that we have to be playing Ultron. But Ultron gets played so infrequently that I think a lot of people forget that he exists. Throwing up the Thanos snap. Is this the Killmonger? Show me the Killmonger. Do it. One of the biggest Killmongers you're ever going to see. No. Patriot, then Mystique shall be bigger. Patriot and then Mystique? It could have been. There's the Killmonger. They had both Enchantress and Killmonger. Incredible. Oh, incredible. Well, there's our Patriot deck, guys. Dumpstered. I can't believe that he was holding both of the counter cards to be able to smack us. Just one would have been enough. There was overkill. It's a Deadpool deck? Yeah. It's a Deadpool deck and it destroyed us. Okay, we've got the Mystique, Khazar, Carnage, Magic. I am really good at the Destroy deck, yeah. The destructions on my side have been incredible. If only we were trying to achieve that. I don't really want to use the Carnage just blank, but... I mean, maybe I'll have to. We have the Patriot and the Mystique. Okay. We got the Misty Knight. I don't know, do I want to play Patriot? If you play Patriot, you just invite them to be able to attack you, but the self-discard deck really doesn't have... They don't play anything that interacts with the opponent if you're using the typical list. Let's go ahead and set up the Patriot then. Be a little efficient. Try and be efficient with our energy because we took our first 2 turns as passes. Then we go Mystique. But to a separate location, we did get the Ultron, which is fantastic. So I probably just want Let's go like this. Cow cuts the Swarm. And the Magneto? Why are you running Magneto and Swarm? Is it Hela? Hela doesn't usually use Swarm. Is there something I'm missing, guys? I'm trying to anticipate what we're about to get hit with. Turn 5. It's the Blue Marvel. You'll love to see it. Yeah, Blue Marvel on center. Blue Marvel gives us all the buffs. Ultron will drop. They've got the Lockjaw as well. Lockjaw, the free Swarm. Okay. Into the Infinite! Now we're seeing some real creative deck building. I mean, that's so smart on the opponent's side. Very clever. We still do okay. We're gonna have our drones coming in for 6 each, taking us up to 24. I mean, it's solid, but now do they just play the Hela? Okay, you do play the Hela, which gives you Swarm Magneto. Relocates a Mystique. Boo. Cuts Death. Swarms again. Lockjaw says, Swordmaster. Sorry, Ultron, you didn't stand a chance up against the Goddess of Death. Your drones are strong, but they're not that strong. We're just bleeding cubes, guys. Oh, but that's how testing goes sometimes. Alright, let's try again. I'm gonna keep notes on that self-discard deck, though. That sounds like it's gonna be really fun to play with. Lockjaw with Swarm. You get the cheap Swarms cycling in the Lockjaw slot machine. You have Hela coming in with the big bodies that are getting discarded. They absolutely got the high roll. Leanism, good game, my friend. We've gotten a couple games against each other, it looks like, today. How's your climb been going? Iceman hits the Wasp. Misty Knight comes around. Stark Tower. I'd love to get the buffs. Let's see. It is Mysterio. Set this up to be able to get eaten by the Wasp or in the Carnage. Good games. Only 1 cube to infinite. I hope you grab it, man. Good luck on your next one. I hope you go just speeding over the red tape into infinite. You deserve it. Let's go Squirrel Girl here and then grab the Carnage here. Oh, but they're getting the buff out of Washington, D.C. Okay, Carnage will go on left then. Yep, congrats, Leanism. So close. Getting cold feet though. We'll watch the streams to relax. Alright. Yeah, we're just kind of messing around with the Ultron Patriot. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun getting whipped. We go Wasp. Blue Marvel on 5 to Stark Tower. Play the Mystique to be able to copy the Blue Marvel. See what we draw into. I mean, maybe we draw the Ultron, which would be fun. What else would we be looking to draw? I'm not sure. Oh, Polaris. Great. Making it much harder to be able to get these buffs. I mean, it could be the Debris. The Debris would fill up Dream Dimension on their side, so we know exactly what we need to be able to beat it. But Dream Dimension is actually going to block us from doing the Blue Marvel Mystique like I had wanted to. Rhino to the Washington, D.C.
All systems go.
We lose so much buffing. Oh, no. Hang on, hang on. It is just enough. Blue Marvel will give us the win a Dream Dimension, and it will put us over at Ruins, and we already have the advantage at Stark Tower. It's slippery. It's slippery. Let's see if we get it. Oh, they got the Brood. And then a Kingpin. What is with this Nakia buffing the Brood trend? And everybody's throwing out. I was not informed that Nakia plus Brood was becoming meta. I was not prepared. Let's give this one a few more, and then honestly I'd like to play some self-destruction myself. I think playing the Deadpool deck would be fun. We've got the Wasp. Patriot, Ultron. Okay, this is finally the dream draw. Finally we have found it. Mirror Dimension. I don't really want to play the blank Carnage. I mean, I could have him eat up the Wasp. That's decent tempo. So we go Patriot, Khazar, and then we play the Ultron. Sick Ultron variant. I was so happy when I pulled this. I got this one out of a cache for free, and my jaw hit the floor. I was like, yes, there is a god. We got the best variant. Patriot comes down, Khazar plays in. Do we want Magic? I don't think Magic really matters. We would rather play something like Blue Marvel. Or the Mystique. Mystique on the Patriot is better than Mystique on the Khazar, so we'd play it like so. Yeah, so lucky. I am so lucky. Stealing the Final Form Ultron. Which honestly, just getting that variant art is part of the reason that we're playing the deck at all. I would not be nearly as motivated to play Ultron if I had just the generic Ultron art. But he is quite fun. I had some fun playing a more budget Ultron deck before, and now that I finally have Patriot, I feel like it's stronger. Well, Blue Marvel is just straight up better than Khazar. There's no debating it. Do they have Hobgoblin, do we think? I don't know. Probably not? Not with the 0, right? They can't fit the Hobgoblin to come across if they've played the 0. So the 0 is looking to be able to cancel out Red Skull. Probably Professor X. It is probably Professor X. No, but they played the 0, Urko. Yeah, it's the Red Skull. Okay. This is it. Yeah, they zeroed. It's going to be a lot. I don't want to snap. I mean, the zeroed out deck is incredibly powerful. Time for Ultron to pop off. Okay, they stack New York. And then they show... No, it's the Enchantress again! Why? I've gotten hit with Enchantress on this stack twice. Do I have to diversify my investments more? Is this a lesson in the market share that I've been failing? We would have won so hard. Oh gosh. Okay, okay. I mean, we don't have to... Yeah, you were the first to Enchantress? Yeah. It's been happening all the time. Why is everybody playing Enchantress all of a sudden? Sarah and Magic? We're not the same. Enchantress Pog. Enchantress is pretty Pog. I just wish that it wasn't against me all the time. You could play Cosmo to be able to protect the Enchantress, but I feel like that's going down a whole combo web that's unnecessary. The fact that they're going to have Sarah for the whole game here, I don't know if we're going to be able to fight through it. And then Bar with no name. Great. Don't you love it when it flips and you get to read Bar with no name? Now we got the upgrade on the Patriot. Turning blue. Let's see what we're able to pull here. Collector's Reserve. Daredevil boosters. Great. Anga, thank you for the subscription. Glad that you were able to join in on the stream, my friend. Alright, we'll give the Patriot one more chance. Patriot Ultron, one more chance, and then I want to play some... We just hold on to Wasp. I want to play some Deadpool to be able to round us out. The Bifrost. The Bifrost doesn't really complicate things for us too much. We still just build our stack. Patriot, Blue Marvel, Khazar. But this time we distribute them a little bit. Yeah, I'll play Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl because we don't have Ultron in hand. We don't know if we're going to be able to get to it. We still need to be able to fill the board if we don't. Why Misty and not Nova? Because I don't have... Well, interesting. I mean, I could, because I have the Carnage. It just is really relying on the Carnage to be able to get to it. We've got the Ultron. Love it. Okay, the Bifrost is going to swing Squirrel Girl across. Mostly we have Misty instead of Nova because we've been deck building in pieces, and the initial piece did not have maximum spider. Does this deck that you're running run Enchantress? It could. Sunspot, Angela, Nightcrawler. We've been building things in pieces, and the initial play did not have Carnage, so I was not considering Nova very heavily. And he's got the Rescue. Okay, and now we bring Squirrel Girl over. Squirrel Girl is going to start receiving the buffs. Okay, so then... Blue Marvel out here at the Bifrost with Ultron coming into Mer Island. Seems okay. Okay, it's going to be tight. Depends on what they follow up the rescue with. We distribute the buffs. They've got the Iron Man.
Iron Man.
Alright, well, there's no winning that lane then. So, Ultron can go somewhere else. I guess I should be running Enchantress. What's Ultron's skill? Ultron will rain a drone strike down and fill up every other empty location with drones. Empty other space. So the drones right now are 4 strength. So I could fill in with 12 here. Nope, with the Blue Marvel there, 5 strength. Yeah, so it's actually better to play Ultron here. Also, then Ultron has a chance of taking the bonus from Monster Metropolis. I'm actually going to snap. I'm feeling good about this one. Ah! Anga didn't get to see the animation. You have to be able to see it. They have a great animation for Ultron. Oh, I don't have enough credits right now. Ultra Banks, thank you for the subscription. Glad to see everybody joining in on the stream. That sounds so good with Khazar. It is so good with Khazar. And all of the drones don't have any power. So you're able to buff them with the Patriot as well. It's a great combo. Alright, let's go again. We want to show Anga the Ultron animation. I said we were going to play Deadpool. We can wait another game. Give it another run. Bar with no name. At least this time we were prepared. Bar with no name complicates things a lot for us, though. Oh, I would like to play... I want to play quickly to the raft. But if I play Wasp Carnage, we get better scoreline. I don't know, it depends on how much you value the free rando out of the raft, right? Sometimes you gotta take a risk. And they go Mr. Sinister. Keeping pace with us. Space Throne? What are we supposed to do with this? How do we win? I really want to get Magic here to be able to turn Bar with no name off. But I don't know. Okay.
I wouldn't do it.
We get it. Are they going to hold off and just try and see what we're putting up to be able to win? No, they also want it. Ah, we got Thanos. And they also have Khazar. Incredible. Well, without Magic being able to turn off Bar with no name, and without really any ability to be able to win... I mean, we can see they haven't snapped yet. We might as well see what they're going to be able to play to the Space Throne. But it feels like this one is not going to turn out so well for us. Mr. Newt, what are you planning? What did the raft give you? You have a blue marvel. Okay, hang on, hang on. They're up by 7, we're up by 5, so that's GG.
Opponent snapped.
Yep. I could have played my own blue marvel, but that would have been even worse. Oh, this time we have enough to bring Ultron up to blue. Okay, we're gonna play our Deadpool. Anga, if you want to be able to see the Ultron animation, you can go back in the stream and you'll be able to find it. There were a couple games where we got him on the board. Not to great effect because we kept on getting hit by Enchantress, but, you know, we gave it a good go. Where is Deadpool? Deathpool. So what version of Deathpool is this? This is our Zola-Deadpool. Okay. Excellent. Quinjet Zola-Deadpool. This was at... somebody on stream was recommending that we try this. And so I was messing around with it. So this is going to be a little bit different than what people might be expecting. There's Deathpool. Play it in. Take us up to battle. Time for destruction. The Teddy special. Exactly, Leanism. Haven't seen the Daily Bugle location yet. Did they change it already? No, Anga. It's still out there. But they have been changing how the odds of getting it when it's a featured location has been going down. Yep, finally onto the Deadpool, Harry. What everybody wanted us to actually see. And this one's spicy. So we've got the Quinjet here, right? The Quinjet is going to make Hood free, and it's going to make the return Deadpool to hand free, which just makes it that much easy to be able to combo together. You always destroy me with your destruction decks. All right, let's see if... you guys are putting a lot of pressure on me, guys. I don't know how I feel about this. Quinjet's gonna flip. Nowhere. Good to know. Good to know. So now we want to set up, honestly, Bucky. Yeah, to the Mojo World. And then we can go Hood, Carnage together at Mojo World. Yes, destroy decks are incredibly satisfying. They're just gonna play a blank Carnage, and we get Mer Island. Okay, incredible. I probably want Squirrel Girl to be able to absorb the buffs, and then we can come in with the Carnage to be able to mop up Mojo World after. We're not in a good spot with Nowhere to be able to use the Zola. And consolidating power onto a Venom is not great either for Mojo World. So Zola probably just sits in hand. But there's the Venom. Okay, so we go Carnage, Free Demon. That we could... What would it be? You could play Venom over here to Mojo World on 5, then you could play Zola, and then you distribute to be able to abandon Mojo World. That could be an option. Why do you play Squirrel Girl? Because you don't play Killmonger. Any insight? Squirrel Girl still just feeds the extra token destruction from Carnage and Venom and Deathlock. I'm still on pool 1, so I'm far away from building my own. Love watching other people playing it though. Yeah, it is quite fun. Okay. It actually could be to our advantage. We go Venom here, and then we can play the Zola to send the Venom to Nowhere and to Mer Island. Rather than trying to compete to fill up the location at Mojo World. Yeah, the Squirrel Girl is still just here to feed tokens to be destroyed by all of our other destruction cards. Because I'm still playing Death, and I want to get a Death as cheap as possible. It has been an interesting dance, taking... Oh, you had the Professor X? No. Dang it. Pray there's no Shang-Chi, exactly, Urko. We're definitely inviting a big Shang-Chi to kill us. Or the Professor X. Or the turn 6 Professor X. The cube tilt. The cube tilt is real. Leanism, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. And good luck on your climb up to infinite. I hope you make it, man, in your next match. Or maybe you have already. If so, congratulations. Ooh, Central Park. Don't mind if I do. We'll play the Quinjet out. Yeah, I'll leave it over here on the mystery location. Okay, I would love to actually see... I would love to actually see Deadpool. Because I've got the Forge ready to go. Oh, yes, in Camartage. Come on, come on. Yes. Okay, Forge to the Camartage. This will allow it to double buff the Deadpool, which will then get eaten by the Carnage, which will then get eaten by the Venom. Yeah, didn't see the Professor X coming in the last one. Definitely not. Oh, hang on. So it is... Oh, but if I get the buffs on the Deadpool, then... Well, we could use the Nova on a future one. Get the extra doubling. Yes. So we go like this. Not yet. Absorbing the positive energy from the stream to 100% win your next one. You'll be able to make it. I know you can. 10 strength Deadpool, baby. Atalan. Okay. Well, what if... Oh, but I want the buffs from the Nova. It's probably better... Hang on. So we have... we have Deathlock still. Also, guys... Why is Quinjet... I thought Quinjet was decreasing the Deadpool. He's done it before. I think we just got to take the Deadpool destruction and then, well, we could build up for a bigger one. Like this. I feel like it is a bug. I don't know. When I was playing this before, I was getting free Deadpool from the Quinjet. Okay, you've got the armor. That's annoying, but not necessarily the end of the world for us. Ah, there's the Deathlock. Of course there's the Deathlock. I can put 12 down, which takes me up to 15, but would destroy the Nova. Hang on. We want to be able to get these distributed buffs. Bingo. Professor X the Camartage, okay. So all we have to do is be able to win Central Park. Are they going to have a way to be able to distribute the buffs? Are they going to... Well, they have the Nova on board as well. They just have to be able to destroy it. Yeah. Okay. They're just able to destroy the Nova and then buff everything else. I thought for sure the Deadpool was going to be free there. And then we could have played... I mean, it wouldn't necessarily have helped, given the way that they had the lockout with Professor X and then the buffs from the Nova. Alright, take me in again. I want to see if it was just that match that Deadpool wasn't triggering, or if it just doesn't trigger now. Death and Zola. Push comes to shove, we can Zola the monster. It would be quite interesting. Mini lab. I don't like it. Gosh. Sure. I'll play the Carnage for tempo, and we'll set up the Bucky to be destroyed later and hope that we draw into either the Venom or the Deathlock. There we go. Mini lab. Locks us down. Chigilia, but we did get the Deathlock, so we can go Bucky here. How can we use Zola? I mean, I'm really looking for Venom to be able to consolidate to use the Zola. Otherwise, it's not nearly as helpful. And we're going to be picking up some rocks here, picking up some strays. Ask and you shall receive, indeed. Hama gets annoyed every time I do that. Let's get the Nova and then the Deathlock, and we found the Venom as well. Everything's coming up our way, guys. Deathlock pops him. We get the Winter Soldier out of Bucky. We distribute the buffs on the Nova. Death is getting cheaper and cheaper. I don't know if we're going to be able to fit in playing Death outright, but maybe we can. Okay. Sure. Rock Venom. Consolidate everything, and then Zola to distribute. Do they have lockdown with this deck? This looks like a Sarah Miracle deck with the Max and the Mysterio, but I guess we don't know too much about it. Spider-Woman. Sure, sure. What about just a casual 17 strength distributed? We could also play the Death. Playing Death to Venom's location is also quite good, because then we're ahead at all three locations. But I want to do the Zola. The Zola's more fun. What you got? I'm flipping first, so Shang-Chi would mess up any of our... it would be able to kill the Venoms. Who knew that Venom and Shang-Chi were going to be the mortal enemies of Snap? You chose Forge over Hulkbuster. Is it because less mana? Yeah. We're running Forge because it's a little bit cheaper, Harry. There's a lot of options of things that you can do with the Deadpool deck. If it's Professor X again, I'm leaving in protest. Yeah. I'll be so mad. Chomp, chomp, chomp. I'm wondering if we need to start running an energy cheat to be able to get Death out. Or get Zola out a little earlier and then have the Death later.
Victory.
There, the destruction comes through. The Zola is crazy, I agree. The Zola is amazing. Hey, babe. You feel good? Okay. Alright, let's go one more match here, and then I'm due for a lunch break. Let's see if we can ratchet up the stakes here for our final play. We have the Quinjet and the Deadpool. I thought that they would be triggering for each other. Maybe not. The Nova Deadpool also is a great way to be able to get things kick-started. Interesting. Blade hitting the Sunspot. I don't see Sunspot too often in the self-discard decks. There we go. Hang on. You probably want to play to Mirror Dimension technically, because if you get Bucky Barnes, you'd rather that the Winter Soldier be at Washington, D.C. It's just a little bit. You got Infinite. It was versus 10 gram for your last game. That's awesome, Leonism. Congratulations, man. You made it. Just got Deadpool yesterday. So many builds. Currently on Greedy Road with Sing, Taskmaster, and Death. You even consider Moon Girl, but I think it's too greedy. Moon Girl works, Harry. I promise you, Moon Girl works. Don't count Moon Girl out. A great build, Harry, is you bring in Moon Girl, and you also have Sabretooth, because Moon Girl copying free Sabretooth, and you can either buff the Deadpool or you can buff Sabretooth, so it just makes you a little bit more consistent in how you get your cards out there. Let's go Hood, Deadpool, Carnage. This is falling perfectly in line with our energy curve. I love it. Alright, Death is down to 5. Deadpool is still at 1. Okay, Quinjet. I'm not doing the Quinjet build anymore. My vids help you climb this season? Fantastic. Love to hear it, Leadism. It's been a ton of fun making them. I think that we just play Death. And then we wait for the final drop. Or do you play something like, oh, but look at this Squirrel Girl. The double Washington, D.C. on the Squirrel Girl, and then we've got the Demon as well. It's pretty good. Snap me. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. Big squirrels. They've got the Sword Master. They're gonna have a huge apocalypse. I'm gonna credit them that. But is it going to be big enough? Ah, we got the Zola. Well, we're not in a position to be able to leverage Zola. Okay. If they play the Apocalypse, they can only win one lane. They don't have the options. If they play something else to be able to spread it out, they could play Dracula plus what? Yeah, I think it's GG. Apocalypse is big, but it's not enough. Fantastic. All right.
Victory.
We end on a high note. That was actually a great way. Man, we were able to test out so much this stream, and we still have so much left to test. With optimizing Patriot, we can probably run over that forever. And we have Doc Ock that we get to try and figure out how to use. Clearly, I don't have it mastered yet. So, subscribe to the channel if you want to see the next time we go live and any future videos that are going to be deck breakdowns of me optimizing these decks. I also have done a Honest Trailer parody for Marvel Snap called Truthful Trailers that's up on the channel, so you can check that out if you guys want to have a laugh. It's a big departure from what I normally do, but it was a ton of fun to be able to make it out. Urko, when am I going to stream next? We will be streaming on Monday, is currently the plan. So, look forward to seeing you guys in the next stream. Thank you guys for watching.